Hi everybody, my name's John Penn. I'm the Managing Director of SSE Audio Group here in the UK, and I'm here today to talk to you about one of the new and interesting products that our company has developed, which is response to the needs and demands of the touring industry as we find it, to try and make life work better for people on the road. And so now for something in the Innovation Awards which is completely different. It's not a light, it's not a piece of heavy duty technology, it's a piece of fairly standard metalwork. The purpose for the product came about with a demand, which are the new buzzword and interesting thing in live sound development, is that people now wanting to produce audio with what's generally being termed as a generic name of immersive sound, involving multiple speaker hangs pointed at the audience, going through a processing system in order to create a spatial sound effect and enhance the audio performance for the audience, for the listening audience, that's superior to a conventional stereo left-right, where parts of the audience never can hear anything properly. Earlier this year, we were very fortunate and blessed to be awarded the contract to provide the audio for the Mark Knopfler tour, which was decided to use the L-Acoustics LISA system, which is their immersive audio system. The key criteria we were given as part of the contract was that because of the nature of the system, which involves 7 main hangs of PA, their great concern was to find a way that at load in and load out, the system could be put up and down just as rapidly as a conventional audio system, because there was not the time available for very, very long load-ins and extended load-outs. Otherwise it would be not only not cost-effective, but it would also be a problem in terms of physically getting from show to show. So that was the initial problem. And what we came up with in order to hang these multiple systems was that instead of having each system hanging on its own individual set of motors, we would have one truss and suspend everything from the truss. So you've got 7 hangs of PA in this particular application, all hanging from one truss. But the critical thing is that the angle between each hang of cabinets is mission critical to the degree. And this is quite different to the way that PA systems are traditionally flown, where within a degree or two, or within 3 or 4 degrees, is not that critical when you're doing a conventional left-right. And what people have been trying to do in order to make this work thus far has been fairly agricultural, using bits of scaff clamps, bits of clips, bits of brackets in order to achieve it, which is great, but isn't necessarily the most accurate way of doing it, and certainly not quick. So as a consequence of that, we invented this, which we've called the SSE Azimuth. And what you're looking at here is a standard piece of truss with our bracket on it, standing in a wooden box in order that I can demonstrate it, because normally this thing would be flown in the air. So in simple terms, what do we have? What is this thing? Okay, as I explained just now, the key factor is we want to be able to adjust the angle relative between each hang of boxes. And so we have this pointer here, which will enable us to adjust the angle from 0 to 25 degrees to the left or the right. And we can, the software for the system is used before you arrive at the event, which has calculated what the necessary angles are between all of the adjoining boxes. And so the system engineer knows what the angle is that's required, and he then works with the rigger to put this together and then fly the system. And in simple terms, if the computer program says that this needs to be 3 degrees to the right, or 7 degrees to the right, or 10 degrees to the left, what happens is that this top bracket here, which I can lift, it's quite heavy, but you'll get the idea, can be picked up, and it's then pointed down and positioned at the required angle. And down there is the point where we're going to attach the flying frame in order to do it. So we've got a wide range of movement to the left and right in 1 degree steps that's very accurate. The system has then a safety feature for this press stud here, and once I've got the angle set, I can put in the pin The function of the pins is to ensure that the system can't accidentally, while it's in the air, jump out of the bracket and thereby adjust the settings inadvertently. So that's where all the hard work is done. And what happens then is you rig a number of these on the truss to set the angles up that you require. You then lift the truss in the air to a few feet off the ground. You get your flying frame, and the flying frame is then attached to the point that's hanging out at the bottom there. This particular frame here has got a standard mount which connects to the L-Acoustics Cara. If we want to use it with an L-Acoustics K2, then there's an adapter bumper. But the same principle holds true for any manufacturer flying frame. We can use whatever we want with the aid of maybe an adjusting bracket or adapter plate, depending on the specific design of the bumper. The top plate here is also designed to work with any standard truss, because you've got a standard clamp that goes on it with 50 millimeters of variation on the front and sliding points on the back. So whatever the overall width of the truss is, this unit will fit to it. So it's not designated for any single manufactured type of truss. The overall frame has been tested, destruction tested, or did not fail, I should say, did not get destroyed, with a lift of over 8 tons, and it's got a safe working load certified to 1.6 tons, which is more than enough for any standard PA hang that we've come across thus far. Anyway, that's what the basic product is. It's been tested in the field now and it's currently on tour in America. We've been getting the system up and down in the same amount of time as we would be with a conventional system. Everybody on the tour has been extremely happy. We're now looking to develop the product and make it available to the wider market, which is why I'm here today. The system was designed in-house by our manufacturing department, which is Sigma Fabrications, and the whole product was designed, engineered and manufactured in-house by those staff. Further information is available on the website. If you go to SSE Audio, SSEAudiogroup.com, you'll be taken to it when you click through some buttons. Thank you very much.